germination. Good morning. Another beautiful day out here. I'm trying to get the sun glare out of the way. Got my coffee. A beautiful day. So yesterday, good morning, Lisa. Yesterday on that salad we made, the red lettuce actually ended up being mustard. It was super good. Super enjoyed it. I like spicy mustard, but at least the plant. I'm not a fan of condiment. Hello. How are you this fine day? Oh, I'm just out in the garden again. I planted some wasabi arugula yesterday, so we'll see how well that does. It's getting close to the frost, so can't be planting much more, but I did get my root powder yesterday, so my germination rate should go up. That would be nice. I'm stoked about it, actually, because my seeds are old, so I need some help with the germination. Oh, yummy. We had some cucumbers. The dogs got them, but plenty of green tomatoes. My brother planted a bunch of them last year. Ooh, perennial vegetables. I always forget the difference between annual and perennial. Perennials, I can't remember if they're the ones that come back every year or not. Am I refreshing my memory on that one, Betty? That would be nice. Or Betty's lawyer, sorry. Bad names. Perennial vegetables. I'm definitely going to have some herbs going too. So nice like oregano, basil. Oh, okay, so perennials come back every year. Did I get that right? That would be nice. I should know more about it, doing permaculture and stuff, but I'm not exactly sure which vegetables are perennial, which ones are annual. I'm always down to learn information. If anyone wants to let me know. Do roots come back every year? Because I've had some potatoes that just keep growing, and some onions and carrots, but I'm not sure if they're supposed to. They just happen to. So, asparagus. Oh, okay, cool. Well, it doesn't. It's not going to snow this year. I know that, so it doesn't get too cold. I'm usually used to living in a very cold climate, so never grown rhubarb or asparagus. So I'm going to do some research. Thank you. I really appreciate that. They're over there building a shed. Lots of work to be done. And I'm going to do a mini winter garden indoors too. Mostly herbs probably, but something. I like green plants even in the winter, at least inside. Keep the oxygen. If nothing else. Well, I'm definitely going to try rhubarb and asparagus. Those are some good ones. I don't have any seeds for those yet, but I am going to make a seed order in the next few months. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Baker Creek heirloom seeds, but they're really good seeds. And once you buy a pack of the seeds, they just keep reproducing if you save the other seeds. So that definitely helps save money, and they're all non-GMO. They're doing a really good thing over there, I gotta say. Good times. Oh. Hi, Bailey. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. I'm trying to soak up all the sun while it's still here. Really enjoying it. Yeah, so unfortunately my instruments, I'm still waiting on them from my friend in California, but I did find a cheaper keyboard I can get in the meantime, so hopefully, I found another keyboard online to carry me over while I'm waiting on my friend. He's just slow. Well, no, he's just taking his time, but I need something to play because I go crazy without my music. So I'm going to get this little keyboard, and then I can play my Halloween show. I want to go the whole 9 yards, too. I want to dress up and everything for you guys and really go all out. I wrote about 10 songs for Halloween specifically, /Day of the Dead, and I'd really love to share them with you. be a lot of fun. Yeah, I need to play. I don't want to lose my muscle memory or my vocal strength either, so it's kind of important. Even though there's other things we need to, but I definitely want to make sure my music is a top priority. It always has been. Awesome. Hello, Angel with Wings. I'm excited to. Um, I had a rendition. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I had a rendition of Nightmare Before Christmas that I did. It was kind of a psy-trancey version that I'd really love to play for you guys. The new keyboard I'm trying to get will have. It doesn't have as many keys and as many settings, but I'm sure I could work with it for sure. Get something going there. So it would be pretty exciting. Thank you. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to actually share my music online. So I do appreciate the people who are, being kind about it, because this is my life's work, for one, and for two, it's like the depths of my heart song, and so I do appreciate the positive feedback. I guess I'm not as thick-skinned as Austin, so it's really hard to take some of the harsh things, but I guess that's what every musician kind of deals with when it comes to sharing those kind of things. I never really thought I'd be sharing it online, so it's kind of exciting. I have written over 100 songs, and as soon as I get this new keyboard, I'm just going to go to town playing as much music as I can. Like I was saying, I'm going to do a Halloween show, if I can get it before Halloween. And I do have a musical I've been working on that's based off the Tao Te Ching that I'm really excited to share. I think I'm ready to finally premiere part 1. It has a lot of different instruments in it, but I'm only one person, so I can only play so much music. And thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited. I guess I'll start with the Halloween show when I do get this keyboard so that I can play it again. I have a few fun songs on there, and like I said, another rendition of Nightmare Before Christmas that's more trancey, psy-trance, almost, I guess, techno-y. I don't know exactly what it would be called. Thank you, I appreciate that. I actually have a really old album that I wrote when I was going through my good old teenage years, and that one's probably the most depressing album I have, and I'm debating on ever sharing it, honestly, because I do get a lot of feedback about it being too depressing. Hey. But I might, in time, I might make it a little bit more of a private album. It's called Black Tears. The album isn't, so it's basically like, I don't know, teenage depressing hormones and sound, but it helped me get through those years, so I'm very grateful. Oh, beautiful. Well then, I'll definitely have to share some of it. But yeah, a lot of my music nowadays is more like the alchemical process of what I've been through. It can definitely, it usually has a turn in it that takes you to, a little bit of a positive level, but my old music, it's almost like a horror movie. There's no resolution. So just a fair warning if I do share it on that album. Which, like I said, I'm still debating. Hey, how are you this fine day? Oh, it was such a beautiful day. I woke up to my brother singing, which is amazing because we haven't lived together in about 10 years, and so we didn't even see each other, honestly, so it's really nice to have him around. Thank you, Angel of Kings. Yeah, I mean, I might as well share it if I'm sharing everything else. Formless Dragon came from, originally, the band I wanted to start. I wanted it to be formless. I started learning every genre of music that I possibly could. I'm sorry, the weather's awful there. I started trying to learn all the genres. I originally wanted to make a song that had every genre of music in the same thing, but then I realized I could just make a musical, the musical I've been working on, that's based off the Tao Te Ching, and it The songs are supposed to be formless. They're supposed to be able to be played in any kind of they're supposed to be played in any kind of genre. So they can sound completely different even though they're the same song. And then the band itself, especially the musicians, can come and go as they please. Anybody who plays on it will get royalties if that ever happens. But yeah, it's supposed to make it so people can come and go in the band. I can have a drummer because he's inspired on this song, or whatever, and then if they're not on a different song, they just tap out, and maybe a random saxophone here and there. So that's where this dragon came from. And then I just love dragons. I always have. As for losing weight, I mean, I'm no doctor, but I know the keto diet tends to help a lot, or the alkaline diet. The funny thing about those diets is I can eat as much as I want and not gain weight, which I've been halfway sticking to my diet because diets are fucking hard. But the keto diet definitely just made me drop pounds and still be able to eat as much as I wanted, which was really nice. So thank you. Thanks for the saying it's a cool band name. I'm excited. My first band was called Define Normal, and that was kind of a mouthful, and so I say that's my high school band. I hear ya. Keto is kind of the almost opposite of vegan diet. The vegan diet, I definitely lost way too much weight. It wasn't sustainable for my body, but that's just a genetic thing. The keto diet's more like just a lot of protein, a lot of meats, a lot of vegetables, but no carbs. Like pastas and breads are out unless you get gluten-free ones because those make your body swell. But every body's different, so you definitely want to find the right thing for you, for sure. But I used to do things like, I don't know, I still crave certain foods, and so I had to switch them out because I had to go on a special diet because of my epilepsy, so I didn't really have much of a choice. But also, when I was doing the keto diet, which I mostly try to stick to, it definitely is a lot more filling, at least for me. Hey, I'm O negative. I say I have Eeyore blood. O negative. And I'm not sure on blood types and how that would affect you. But I'd say do some research on the alkaline diet and the keto diet, but mostly veggies, brown rice, and meats. Cut as many carbs out as you can. By carbs, I mean like pastas, breads. I know the keto diet usually says no sugar, but I sneak in little candy bars here and there. I just am careful about not eating big condensed baked goods unless they're gluten-free, or I made a really good vegan carrot cake that you can just eat, and it's sugar-free, and you can eat as much as you want, and the next day you actually feel better rather than feeling like crap for eating a bunch of cake. That's probably one of my favorite recipes, and I could probably share it on here sometime. When the holidays start coming in, I can make it. Yeah, carrot cake's really good. It was nice to take all the sugar and wheat out of it and still be able to enjoy it. That's for sure. Because, you still have to have birthday cake no matter what diet you're on, right? At least I do. But I loved it because I could just chow down and no guilty. Nice, I love coffee cake too. I don't know how to make it, but it's some good stuff. I'm drinking coffee right now. I'm going to pretend it's cake. Coffee cake's a good one. Ugh. Man, it's so nice to feel the sunshine. I was stuck indoors there for a while too because of my health, so it's nice to be out and alive again. So yeah, I'm really stoked for everything going on here. I'm really stoked to get another instrument to play, because then I'll just come on my live streams and jam with you guys if people like it. And I guess if they don't, that's the beauty of the internet. You can always just leave. Yeah, exactly. It can still be sweet, but healthy. Monk fruit sweetener has been a huge blessing in my life because it's sweet, but it doesn't cause the same problems as sugar and a lot of alternative sugars. So that one's my main go-to. I try to have it with my coffee. It's just expensive, so but it can definitely be worth it sometimes. Or real maple syrup. I usually, when I'm making carrot cake, I'll soak the carrot shreds in real maple syrup overnight before I make it, and it makes for Quite the lovely cake, I gotta say. I don't remember where I found the recipe, but I'd be happy to share. And then also a pumpkin pie would be pretty similar to that too. I just went on a bunch of diet rampages while I was growing up. I see. Well, I don't know if it's just a genetic thing. Um, I see. Because when I went vegan, I lost so much weight. I looked honestly almost deathly ill, but I'm not sure why. I might not have been. I don't know if I was maybe not doing it properly, but I was living with some people who've been vegan for like 20 or 30 years, so I thought it was proper. But like I said, it is a genetic thing too. But mostly I've noticed when I cut, like I said, wheat and carbs out like that, I tend to lose weight. I wish I could have played football. I thought one time when I had a little group of when I was in church, we had a little group of girls playing flag football, and I didn't realize that in flag football you're not supposed to tackle. And I was so excited to play football. I took this girl out on accident. I tackled her pretty hard, and I had to sit on the bench for the rest of the game. But I didn't realize you're just supposed to take the flag, not the whole person. Yeah, like I said, every body is different. I couldn't say what would be the best for you, but I mean, nutritionists, I guess, can help with that. I've never been to one personally, but I do wish you all the best of luck in your endeavor on that. I believe in you. um, Good times. Well, I do want to say somebody told me today that what I'm doing is ruining my reputation, and I do feel like I want to say something on that matter. Um, the Tao Te Ching taught me that reputation is alarming, and having one is alarming, because it's alarming when you gain a good reputation, and it's alarming when you lose a good reputation. So it's really just not something I even want to mess with. Um, I'm happy with myself, so other people's opinion of my reputation doesn't actually matter, which is easier said than done, but I will practice that. Actually, this live streaming stuff's kind of fun. I didn't realize it was going to be fun because I've dealt with agoraphobia, but it's nice to chit chat with fellow Earthians. It's a bowl of water in a little space. Pretty nice to chill on. Beautiful. Well said. Well said. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with my reputation, whatever it is. You know what? I think you can do your own research about cigarettes on that one. It's not my place to say whether something's healthy or unhealthy. I met Austin. I think I've gone over this a little in my other videos, but I have been making them private due to intense comments. So I met Austin 4 days after I got illegally evicted from my house in California. And I was starving, and I didn't know where I was going to sleep that night. I mean, I've been in a house. I've been a pretty good renter for years, but I was having a really hard time, and I met him 4 days after my birthday, and I got evicted on my birthday. And I was hanging out with his friends, and his friends invited me over to, well, thank you, Misty, invited me over to his house. His friends did, and we ended up meeting and talking a lot, and we just had a lot in common, and he started helping me out and helping me eat. He bought me the nicest burrito, and I hadn't eaten in 3 days, so it was pretty fucking awesome. I mean, our love isn't based on a burrito, but I'm definitely incredibly grateful. and that's how we met. Thank you. I'm so excited to start sharing some music again with you guys, because all the songs that are already on my channel are older ones. They've written about 4 or 5 years ago, and I have all these new ones that I've been dying to share, honestly. And it'll be nice here because I can be as loud as I want, because it's partially my property out here, rather than, I had to kind of dull it down having roommates in California. I couldn't really go all out. Plus, I was, like I said, when I met Austin, I was starving to death. So now that I have energy and life function again, I can really go all out, and I'm really excited to do that as soon as possible. Excited to give you guys some good content and stuff, and I am grateful to Austin, because I didn't know how to record anything or make a channel, and everybody who I've tried to record my music with is very particular about the way it should be recorded, and I like his attitude of just like, let's just do it. It might not be the best sound quality, it might not be like producer status, but let's just do it, and I really like that attitude, because now my music's finally online and finally can be shared. So that's a super blessing for me. Well, I'm gonna show you guys the mustard that I have growing over here, because I'm really happy about it. I love mustard, at least the greens. I'm not a fan of the condiment. But here it's red, and it's super pretty. We used some of it on our salad yesterday. So I'm stoked about that. My strawberry patch is starting to come in. I'm pretty happy about it. And then I planted wasabi arugula yesterday with my new root powder that I desperately needed because my seeds are old. So I'm super stoked about that. I don't know if you guys have heard of great white shark root powder, but that stuff is super good stuff. It made my germination rate go from like 50% to about 95%. So pretty happy about it. And thank you for the likes, by the way, on this video. It is a little nerve-wracking even being on here, but I'm learning to have fun with it. I never thought I'd be doing anything like this, but it's pretty entertaining. So I don't know what the quality of the video is like. If anybody feels like sharing any words on that, that would be really awesome. Because I'm not sure what it looks like from your perspective. It's fine. I want to show you guys part of the forest again. I'm so excited to make this into a food forest. I'm going to try and take out as little trees as possible, because I love trees and they attract the rain, and rain's kind of important when you're trying to grow and enjoy land. So I'll take out as few trees as possible, honestly. Ooh, really sunny today. Well, part of it's because I tend to do Austin stream at nighttime when I am about to pass out and go to bed, because I tend to go to sleep early for the most part. And I have coffee, helps me chat a little bit, because I'm actually a pretty mellow person, pretty reserved. I don't have any chickens yet. My dad and brother and I were talking about that this morning, because our dogs they're basically wolves, so they will eat the chickens if we don't have a secure location for the chickens. It already happened to them once before I moved out here. So we're going to build a nice, sturdy coop first, and then get some chickens. I can't really stay up that late, especially when the sun's calling me in the morning, now that I can be outside. Because like I said in a previous video, I've been afraid of even going outside, because my agoraphobia got really bad last year. So I didn't even want to go out on my porch there for a while. But now I can be out in the sunshine, and I'm not about to miss that opportunity. So back to the chickens, I'm also planning on getting ducks. That's why we have a pond that we're building over there. We're gonna cement the bottom of it and get some nice algae and stuff growing in there. Exactly. Little vitamin D helping a lot. So nice to feel the sun on my back, honestly, right now. Just makes me feel happy and alive. Reminds me of the goodness in this world. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm pretty new here. Like I said, as soon as I get this little keyboard I'm trying to get, I'm going to just start playing music galore. I'm so excited. I've been dreaming about pianos and my cello. They are missed. My friend he's just slacking a little bit in California, so hopefully he gets his act together. He works a lot though too, so I can't really blame him. He's a busy guy, and I'm just happy that he let me store my instruments. Oh, check into the forces of mushroom. That's cool. You know what? I can show you guys some of the mushrooms around here because they're really cool. I've never seen portobello mushrooms actually growing, and I found some when I was walking through town the other day. It was so interesting because I love portobellos. I don't know a lot about mushrooms. I think they're cute and it's fun to see them. But I know we have a lot. I think they look like turkey tails out here. But I hear you. Don't we all? Well, I can't smoke cannabis actually, unfortunately, because I have beauty. But I can dream. But let me see if I can find some of these turkey tails out here. Then I better go feed my dogs. But I actually think they were fed, but I better let them out in a little bit. Let's see. I keep finding them around here. I don't know. What does a chicken of the forest mushroom look like? It looks like a lot of the mushrooms, because it's starting to frost around here, are getting they're kind of dying off. But I'll show you. I'll show you these guys. They looked like turkey tails, but I'm not positive. Any feedback? Lots of holes, just orange on top. Okay, I haven't seen any of those out here, but I will keep an eye out because that sounds really interesting. Let's see. Not a lot of mushrooms today. I should have showed you guys about a month ago because there were all kinds growing out here. I don't really see any. Do you know what kind of trees they grow around? These trees? And I am hoping the ones growing out here are turkey tails because I've heard that they can help, the teas and stuff can help with cancer. Not that I'm worried about any of that, but if I could make some elixirs to help people, I'd love to. These were most of the mushrooms growing on the trees that I think are turkey tails. They're dying now, so they're not nearly as vibrant. I like all the trees, honestly. I love trees. They grow on old down oaks. Oh, we have quite a few of those around here, thanks to my brother going chainsaw crazy. I gotta show you some of his videos. They're pretty wild. So maybe over around here. Mostly just these turkey tail looking things. They might, if they're not turkey tails, somebody knows what they are, please let me know. I am all about learning. So, here's some more. These little fun guys. I wouldn't know, honestly. I know back in California where I was at, people would go find morels all the time at certain times of the year, and they'd come back with pounds of them. I never got the opportunity